Hey, for Friday Night Flashbacks, we're going to do Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins. This one actually has a save feature on it, and it'll tell you like how many stages you've completed and stuff. We're going to go over a couple of stages, maybe one from each area. And these pipes right here are the save spots. You can clear them with this bomb one over here. Now, if you hit the select button, they'll turn them into easy mode, which for certain ones, that may be a little bit easier. But we're just going to go on normal mode. If you hold down the B button, you can look around. There's the zone with the tree in it. There's the one with the hippo, the mini house, kind of the Halloween one, the Mario looking one, and the turtle one. So there should be six. There's 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, there's 6. And we'll show you the castle here in a minute. That's actually Mario's castle. So, okay, I'm only using 2 buttons here, and for some reason I grabbed the opposite 2 buttons. I'm playing with a Super Nintendo controller. Now this game had a couple of different power-ups that the original and even some of the ones for the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo didn't have. And the pipes work a little bit differently too. There's a counter down there that shows how many enemies you've killed, and your life or your lives and your amount of coins. Again, 100 coins is actually, I'm not sure if the coins actually count towards 1-ups on here or not. The heart is 1-up. And if you hit so many enemies, that's a midway point, that bell. If you run into so many enemies, you start getting 1-ups. I could have ran into more, but I just didn't do it. And the Firefire, and this time you get turban on your head. And if you hold down while you jump, you can do that spin jump. These take out these blocks. So you might even go down a tunnel and go backwards through a level, or you might have to go back up the same one you came down, which is a little bit different than most of the other games. The timer's still there. Most stages give you more than enough time to complete them as long as you're not just messing around. This is pretty much the end of the level. You want to ring the bell. There are some hidden stages throughout the game and things, and you have to find different goals for them. There's this crane game at the end. I used to be really good at it. Obviously, I'm not good at it right now. So, I'm going to show you this castle. You go up to the castle. It's got Oreo's insignia on there. You're going to have to fight 6 guardians. There's going to be 6 bosses, one for each area. And those will get you the golden coins, and that gets you into the castle that Oreo has taken over. This little hut right here is kind of like a slot mini game. You hit the thing, and then if you get the witch, you don't get anything. If you get something else, you get a power up. So that's kind of where the coins are at. And there's bigger prizes the more coins you get. So we're going to go to some of these that we can go out of. We'll try to go through one level of each one. Giant Mechanical Mario is the thing here. So I'm not going to do a whole lot for each stage. I'm just going to try to get from point A to point B. I will probably do a walkthrough of this game showing every stage at some point in the future. I don't know when that will 100% be, but we will probably do that at some point because I do like the game, and I think it's an interesting and pretty fun game. I'll not tell you who the bosses are of each area, even though I know who they are. I won't tell you yet, because if I do a playthrough, then it'll spoil it for you. You can jump on those gears like that. What in the world? Oh, it's a Koopa. I thought it was something else. Okay. Now, here's the other power up. These are the rabbit ears. As long as you hit the rabbit ear, as long as you hit the A button, you'll float. That can be helpful in a lot of parts. Especially for stuff that you just really don't want to deal with. Just kind of where I'm at right at the moment. You'd have to have fire to get through there. Now, you can get all the coins, or you can just get whichever ones you want. I was wanting to hold on to that because I wanted to hit the bell. I didn't get to hit the bell. I was just kind of rushing. So see, there's a couple of different stages. And also, you can go do some other stuff. On some of the areas, you can go back and do other things. I'll go through one of these. This is the Pumpkin Zone. The other one, I think, is the Mario Zone. This is the Pumpkin Zone. It's Halloween themed. So you got the little spooky Halloween things. Yeah, some things there. And you can't destroy those with fire or anything. For that matter, they're indestructible. You can kill these dudes with fireballs, though. The game really controls really well. I have no complaints in that department on it. It really, like I said, it controls really good. The gameplay is fun. This is one of the games I played a lot whenever I had it for the Game Boy. I played it more than most others. I mean, I played it probably almost more than any game I had. You know, just because I liked finding secrets, and also I liked how the game was challenging, even on like normal mode, which is what I'm playing on right now. It's challenging, but it's not overly hard. I mean, it gets harder as you go, and like I think Wario's Castle is the longest stage on the game, and the ones you have to try to remember where you're going and stuff. Because I don't think there's any checkpoints in there. But even then, it's still not too awful bad. Now right here, you gotta bounce off of that thing's head, and that'll get you a 1-up. You have to bounce off of that. I don't know if you can kill him or not. I guess you can. Try to ring the bell. There we go. Rung the bell. I used to consistently get 3-up parts on this conveyor belt here. Yeah, there we go. So I said usually I'd have a bunch of lives at the end. That's the Pumpkin Zone. See, there's 2 extra stages there. And you have to go out of those stages a certain way to get to, I think, to at least one of them, maybe to both of them. I think this is called the Mario Zone. Yeah, Mario Zone. Yeah. Now, we're gonna do the, get small. You're gonna do the Macro Zone. This one's based inside of a house, on the bottom part of a house. You're the same size as these ants. Some of them have spikes, so you gotta kind of watch out a little bit. As you can see, I kind of let myself drop most of the time with the bunny ears. I think there's something down here, but I don't know for sure. Fireflower. The ears and the fireflower are both pretty good. You can kill most of these ants with fireballs. They must have given me that for a reason. The game kind of gives you the freedom to go here and there and do things that you want to do. Somewhat. Some of it's linear, but not all of it. You gotta watch out because like that dude right there's got spikes. You can kind of tell after a while which ones have spikes or not because they have like it looks like a little dot or something on their head above their eyeball. Those are the ones that have the spikes. If they don't have that little dot thing, then they don't have spikes. You'll know what you're doing after you play the game a few times. If you play it, you'll know which ones are the spikies. I don't really know what purpose that served, but I'm sure I've done it for something. I'm taking the hard road. Not necessarily. I'm taking a challenging road, but not necessarily. Oh no, bro. Oh, that's dirty. Oh, that's dirty, y'all. That's dirty. That's dirty. Y'all dirty. That's not funny. Dirty cheaters. You dirty cheaters! You say, well, where are the bosses? Well, you don't face the bosses until the end of the world that you're in. Okay. I think that's the end of it. I think it's a secret stage. Yeah. See, now that'll take me to the boss of this. Well, I'll have to go through that stage and then go through the boss stage. But that's one of the secrets. That's a secret door. So see, there's different stuff like that. I'm going to do this tree one. As you can see, it's a big tree. The only two left are the turtle zone and the forget what the other one is. The turtle zone and the hippo zone, maybe. But I think the hippo zone goes to the space zone. And the turtle and the one with the hippo might be the only two that you can't leave and go where you want to go. I'm thinking that's how it is, but I'm not for sure. This stage right here, you just kind of go where the coins are, and you'll be fine at getting in things and doing stuff. So now somewhere in here, yes, you will have to jump up and out of here. And that's when the stage gets a tad bit more difficult. Oh gosh. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. No, you just collect coins to play the slot machine. Maybe it's after you defeat so many enemies. I'm not sure. You should not have need for extra lives in the game, especially if you're pretty good at the crane thing. You can usually do that and get it. Gosh, I was wondering if I was going to get up there or not. Oh, here's a different mini game. You have to stop it and it'll go whichever way you do the thing. I'm going to get a 1-up out of it. Ha ha! That one, I'm sure there's other people that can do it a little bit better than I can. As you can tell, this will be more than a one-part playthrough, but it wouldn't be much. See, that's another stage in itself. Let's not do that yet. Let's go down to the turtle one first and see if the turtle one Let's see if you can get out of there. If you can't get out of there, I'll have to do the first stage again. Some turtle eat you. The turtle zone. And you guessed it. All these stages right here are water-based. How do you use fireballs underwater? I don't know. It's more than I want to try to figure out. Just go with it. I thought maybe you could kill him with that, but I don't know that you can, or if you can, it takes a lot of them. I'm working my brain over trying to figure out if you can or not, because I don't remember. There's stuff all over this place. I mean, you'd have to search and... Ah! Ding! If I didn't say it before, those are halfway point bells. That way, if you die, you start back at where you were. See, on this game, when you get hit once, if you have a power-up, you just lose the power-up. You don't shrink back down into Small Mario. You just lose the power-up. You're going to have to move out the way of the door. I got to get through there. Oh, I hate this shark. And I think Mario has like one speed. After a while, you get the timing down to this one. Let me see if I can get out of there. I think I can get out of there. See, like this one though, there's only like 3 stages, but there's a secret, I think, in one of the stages. But there's not very many stages there. I think there's 36 total stages on the game, but I'm not for sure. Now we're going to go up here. This is the last zone we're going to look at. Now what you want to do is, unless you want to get stuff, just keep pressing, well, just press the A button one good time and hold it. Unless you want to do some other stuff down there, you can. There's stuff to do down there, but I'm just going to skip it for right now. So I'm just holding the A button. They give you like, I think, 700 seconds to get through this entire stage. I'm just going across the top just to make it easier. Holding down the button. If you let go of the button, it lets you down, and you can, you can float down there and do whatever's down there. But we're not going to do that. See, there's a top one and a bottom one there. And you can go back through stages as many times as you like. That's another thing. You can go through them even if you complete them. You can still go back through them. This is the space zone. This can be hard if you let it. And see, there's only 2 stages here, but I think there's a secret stage in one of them here. And here's pigs that shoot cannonballs. Yeah. Again, there's no gravity in these stages because they are space. So you can jump a little higher than normal. We don't want to. Yeah. I think another thing I like about this game is that you can play different. You can play different zones, and each zone has its own different. Each zone has its own stuff. Like this zone has the no gravity. you know, the turtle zone, almost all of the stages are they are water based. The other stages, the design on them and the enemies, like the ants in the macro zone, yeah, you're gonna be fighting ants because you're smaller. You know, you shrunk in size. Don't bust that brick. If you want the coins, don't bust the brick. You gotta be real careful when you're jumping in here sometimes, because sometimes you're taking leaps of faith. And that can be an issue too. Ding the bell. See, I bet there was something over there, because there's bricks over there. I bet there was a door over there. Some of the secrets you can find pretty easily. You can kind of figure out where they're at, because the game kind of dead giveaway. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes, you know. And you go through Space Zone. You go through different ones, and I'll show you what like one of these stages is. This is kind of just a basic level. Let's see if I kill like maybe 100 enemies, if it gives me a 1-up. We're pretty close. It might do it. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Well, this is straightforward Mario level is what this is. If we don't reach 100 enemies right here, we'll come back here until we do, because this is the quickest one I've been in that raises the body count. It might give you a 1-up if you kill 100. I don't remember. This is another one of those where you shouldn't run out of time, because it's based upon... Okay, we'll go back in there and we'll kill 8 enemies. But like I said, see, you can go through the stages as many times as you want. 95, 96. And it satisfied my own curiosity. I haven't played the game in a long time, so I don't really remember. No, you get a star. You get a star to get 1-ups. And you kill 4. The next one is, you know. So, you know, but that's... Now watch. Now, once you go back, depending upon how you done, it'll save some of them. See? Like 8. I may have done more or less than 8, but I think the total's like 36. So, but I just wanted to give you guys like a brief overview of the game, and I'll probably do a playthrough of it at some point, and it'll probably be a couple parts. I don't know that it'll be a real long playthrough, because like I said, there's, you know, if there is 36 stages, I just popped off 8 of them within less than half an hour. So in less than half an hour, I got through 8 stages, and I even went through that other one more than once. So, like I said, some of the bosses get a little bit harder, especially if you don't have special abilities. The bosses can be a little bit rough. They're easier with the special, with like a fire flower or the rabbit ears, but they're not necessary. I think the castle, when you go into there though, I think what makes it so bad is that it is one long stage. and you have to go through it, and there's no checkpoints or anything like that. Now I think you have to fight. I think when you fight him, I think he gets a fire flower at one point and the rabbit ears at one point. And you have to. He fights differently each time, but of course, like every other boss in every other game, they've got patterns, and you can figure them up. And I'm gonna show y'all a little something that's kind of funny. If you hit this clear, you turn into a bomb. Boom. So that's how that does that. But I wanted to show you guys that before I tried to do a walkthrough of it at some point, well, a playthrough of it at some point, and show you guys where all the stuff is and everything, and the bosses and the different stages and stuff like that. So I wanted to just give you guys just a quick overview of just the game itself in general, just so that you could see it and you know what it was. And also did Super Mario Land 1 last week. So why not do number 2? Why not show you guys number 2 this week? So, if we go to do Super Mario Land 3, I think it's listed under Wario Land. I'm not sure, but I think it's listed under Wario Land. Let me look real quick. Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. And I'm not real familiar with that one, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll be playing it or when I'll be playing it, because I have not even. I've not even tried it. You play as Wario. They even came out with the Wario Land 2, which kind of breaks off of Super Mario Land 3, but it's in its own game at that point. So, there's those two. Wario had some games as well, where he was on them and he was like the star and things like that. And then later on they made Waluigi because, they have an evil Mario named Wario. So they needed to make an evil Luigi that's Waluigi. So, of course, Wario's color scheme, I believe, is purple and yellow, and I think Waluigi's is, and anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's purple and green. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it's purple and green. So, there's those characters as well. So, but Super Mario Land 1 was about saving Princess Daisy and that land that you're in. Super Mario Land 2 is about getting the 6 golden coins and getting your castle back from Wario. I think number 3 is about Wario just going through and getting money and stuff like that, and trying to, greedy and just trying to get everything. Yeah, it says throughout the stages you can earn coins by grabbing them floating in the air, punching them out of bricks, different things like that. You usually need to pay a toll to get the end of level door to open. Let's see. It seems like it's mostly about getting money, getting cash. To get a castle, these people have stole a bunch of stuff, and he swipes the loot from the thieves. So he takes the loot from the pirates himself, and he tries to use the money to buy a bigger castle, bigger than Mario's castle. So it's kind of a different thing. So, but like I said, we'll do a playthrough of Super Mario Land 2 at some point. But that'll be the Friday Night Flashback for right now, to just show y'all that. And till next time, we will see you later.